we got some intel. The beavers are back. This time they're up by our canvas tent and they're starting to flood out an area up there. So we got to go up there, check it out. But first we got to grab our gear so that way we'll have everything we need while we're up there. All right, we got to find our gear. Got our waders here, our gloves. We have our conifer bear traps, all of our tools. I think that's all we're gonna need for now. So we'll grab this stuff, load up, and then we'll go up above and do some scouting. Got our trap stands, and then we got our conifer bear traps. We got a hammer so we can put our stakes in the ground. That should do it. Let's hit the trail. We got to put our fly top back on the canvas tent. That blew off. There's definitely a heavily used trail right here. It looks like there's some drag marks going by the tent. So I'm just curious to see if the beavers are coming over here to cut trees down or where they're coming from. I'm not seeing anything over here. I just wanted to check this side because we got the creek that runs that way. So now we can go back over there. I'm gonna cross the creek, go up above, and then come down in. That's the area where we're having issues. Everything looks good in here. I can't wait to do some winter camping this year. We need some snow and some cold weather. I'll have to get the fly cover put back on. Well, let's go up above and continue looking. I saw it, yep, back up. You can see it right through these trees. So I know a lot of people don't like seeing us trap the beavers and taking care of them, but it's something we have to do to protect our property. As you can see over here, we already have running water there and on this side. So they're raising up the water level and they're gonna start flooding everything out, and we can't be losing our trails and our land. So we need to go in there and see what's going on. But yeah, the water's already up over here and it's flowing. So that's telling me they're damming it up that way and the water level is just rising everywhere. And then the same thing on that side. So I can see a heavily used trail coming right here and in there. I don't know if this is from deer or if this is from the beavers, but we got to get there in there and find out. And we got big moose tracks over here too. Another big issue with the beavers is they can start contaminating the water around here, and we don't need that in the water for the cows, for the wildlife, or anything like that. We want to make sure that all the water is good for all the animals. But yeah, you can start seeing it over here already. Well, you can definitely tell they're using this. I'm not seeing any fresh cut down trees yet.
Oh wow, I can't walk there.
I just want to get up over here. You can stay back there for a minute. As you can see, they got this all dammed up really good. banked up. We got to figure out where they're plugging it off. It's got to be further down that way, but they've been working over here for a while. This is an older site that they had flooded out before we had bought the property, and there's a big area that got washed out from this. We need to make sure that this doesn't get blocked up again and filled all the way back up. You can see they had it like another 4 feet higher. That would wash out where the tent is, and it would start washing out down the road. And we can't be having that, so we got to make sure that this doesn't happen again. We need to get out of this end and walk down that way to see if we can find their dam. I wanted to see if there's any houses over here or what is going on. They got it flooded out pretty good already. It goes all the way back that way, but I'm not seeing a house, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a house in their major runs and then the major dam. So the little creek comes down this way and it's going to be going that way. They got to have it dammed off down there, and that's flooding all this up. So let's head on over there and we'll see what we find. I want to thank Good Chop for sponsoring today's video. What is Good Chop, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Good Chop is an all-American meats and seafood subscription box delivered right to your door. You go to goodchop.com and you can pick out some of the most delicious beef, pork, poultry, seafood. That's all from right here in the US of A. Let's see what we got in our Good Chop box this time. We have our Gulf shrimp. I love some shrimp. We have our ground beef. We got some chicken skinless breasts. So good. Oh, I love this. We got some sockeye salmon, wild caught. I love that. We have some New York sirloin steaks. These are my favorite. We're gonna be cooking up one of these today. And then we also have some nice pork chops. Did you look how thick those are? So good. One of the great things about Good Chop is they have a huge variety. They have over 80 cuts of meats and seafood to choose from. You can go to goodchop.com and you can check out their weekly menu and see what is on the menu for each and every week. Let's get our steak on the grill. Nice and smoky, just the way I like it. Oh yeah. And they are a great cost. They start at $3.32 per portion. Good Chop sources only the good stuff, and that's why they feel confident to do a 100% money back guarantee. Love Good Chop, I'll get your money back. You gotta love that. All right, that should do it. Oh yeah, that looks delicious. Look at that steaming. You know it's chilly out when your steak's steaming outside, but I always gotta give it a good little taste before I bring it in the house. I gotta know what I'm bringing into the girls. Oh, so good. Delicious. And right now, Good Chop is offering you $130 off across your first 4 boxes of Good Chop. Click my link in the video description down below or go to goodchop.com/YouTube and enter the promo code Lumnah130 to get $130 off across your first 4 boxes of Good Chop. I'm gonna go inside, eat this delicious steak, and then we're gonna get back to the show. You can see more of a trail right here, a drag. And then over here you can see some beaver chews on the smaller brush. And there's a fresh run going this way. So let's walk in down this way up on the bank this side and see what we find. We were up over there. Now we're back down this side. So I'm curious to see what we're gonna find. But this would be the creek that they're gonna dam up and flood out, and they can get this all up and stop flooding all this out. See some fresh drag marks over there and over here. We gotta keep going that way. That's where we came in the first time. The tent's right there, and it keeps going that way quite a bit. Gotta figure out how to get over there now. We can't walk through it. Let's try going up and around and get into those clumps.
Are you on a den right now?
This is an old den from back when it was flooded out the first time. There must have been like 50 beavers in here before doing all this. So we gotta make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Right. Oh, wow.
Don't lose the boot, Al. All right, there's some more fresh sign over here. Some more fresh chew. We're using this trail. There's some ice still on the water over in this corner. Yeah, nice little peninsula going. Dammed up right here. There's the tent. That's where we were when we first came in. They got this nice peninsula over here. And then we look this way, the water's going over there, and I can see another big dam down there. So we gotta go over that way and see what we can find. Some kind of animal bone. And it says it has something to do with a moose. That might have been a moose antler way back in the day and part of the paddle. That's kind of cool. I'll set that over here. We'll bring that back for Brutus. We gotta get in there. So this at one point would have been nice forest, but now it's all beaver wasteland from them flooding it all out way back in the day. I'll have to get the drone out and get a better perspective of it for you guys, because it's not doing it justice on camera right now of what I can show with my perspective. But yeah, let's get over here, see what we find. Another old beaver den. Trying to find the new one. Look at that dam though. That thing's massive. I'm surprised with how big of an area right here they have flooded out. We gotta go back to the side by side. Let's get the drone out. We'll put the drone up and we'll do some surveillance from the air to see where we need to go to. Like, where's their main home point right now? This area is so big, it's hard to find it, and nothing's frozen other than that little bit of the flooded area out there. The ground is all still muddy, and there is a lot of muck trying to walk through. So I got to get to a place to figure out where we need to go before I just start walking in circles and getting stuck waist deep into mud, because that would not be fun. So let's get back this way. I found you a really old antler shed.
What?
And that clump of hemlock. Do I look like a moose?
No.
In there, looks like a big old chewed up down tree maybe. The pure white caught my eye, so let's go down there and see. I think that's a tree that's been chewed up before. Let's get in here and see. I'm seeing a lot of down trees. Yep, definitely beaver activity over here for sure. Let me show it to you guys once I get a little closer. You got this tree right here, all chewed up. Instead of chewing it there. Look at all those shavings. It's like good wood chips. That's not what caught my eye though. Well, that's a false alarm. That's what caught my eye way back over there. That's not a tree stump like I thought I was seeing. I have another run over here. Comes up from our like trail over the backside and into the dam. Here's your moose antler. Not much left of it. That's the paddle.
That's so weird.
You know, the scratch marks from the mice teeth, squirrel teeth. The backside, you can see them really good right there.
Well, ever since we've owned this property, I've always been looking, keep my eyes out, hoping to find a moose antler. I guess it's okay that Al found one, and it's not even that nice, but at least that's a start. Someday I want to find one. I want to find it. But even just finding someone finding it, it makes me happy. I don't know, something about them.
I can go put this down somewhere, and then you can find it.
No, I want mine to be nicer than that.
All right, let's do some scouting. This is the first pond area we were just out in. So now let's go forward some. In the second area, that I was out in is the next little water that you're seeing. And actually, you can see a third one. You can see that one, and then over to my right, there's another area that's flooded out. And you can see the drain over, and then you got the third little area. So we got to figure out where they are, because they have this blocked up pretty good. I'm seeing a few down trees, and I'm gonna say that that's probably from them. So we need to go back up above, walk down in the area I'm scanning through right now, come into the first and second pond that they have, and then we'll have to go down to that third one afterwards.
Where's the moose?
We're gonna walk in here. Yeah, come in this way. All right, I'm seeing a lot of down trees over here. I'm curious if those have fallen down, if those have been chewed down by the beaver, or what's going on. It's the dams over that way. You got the moose eating the maple trees, getting all the sweetness out of the bark. This is the first pond area. I've been walking down in, seeing some down trees, but those are blown down. I'm seeing a bunch of trees over there that are starting to fall over, and over there. And that would be the second pond. That might be the stuff we were seeing up on the drone. It's more over there. That's the kind of trees the beavers really seem to like around here. They like taking down the ash trees. I don't know why, but that's what I found to be their favorite trees is ash. They like the alders, but usually the big trees that are taken down around here are ash trees and popple. But most of them are ash trees. Yeah, pretty sure this is all from the beavers. That one's older. This one's been down for a while. This one's fresher. And then we got a lot of big ash trees over here. Look at all the trees. One here, one there, one there, one there, another one there, another one there, one out back there. Man, some more over there. Wow. Over that way. Look how that's splintered. Crazy. There's a whole pile of them over here. These are actually some nice maple trees too, and popple trees and ash trees that they're taking down and just leaving them. There's another big one over there. Whole bunch out back. There's a ton over here that have just been chewed down and left. So let's go that way and find their dam again and see if we can find their skidding trail that they've been coming in and out to get these, or to chew them down at least. They should be coming back at some point to get them. Like this one is chewed and gone. I don't see that tree anywhere, so that one must have been taken back at some point. This one over here. So that one was chewed down and taken. I'm not sure where it is. I You can see a trail going that way, so we'll follow that trail back. But I mean, look at all the trees down over here that are all cut down by the beavers.
Like you can see those behind you.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of them just left. So this looks like the main skid area for them coming to cut down all those trees. So let's walk in this way and see what we find. It's crazy the canal system that they can build. So this is a slide that they had up into the woods, and they'd go up that way, and then their dam's gonna be back in here, or one of the dams anyways. Nice big deer track. That's a nice big old buck track. And we're gonna go in here and see where this little chute goes. I want to get over here and walk on the dam if I can. What a canal system they have going on over here. Way in over that way. And there's more all down in here. We need to go further down that way and see what we can find. All right, let's head on out back that way, and we'll try to go hook up and find the third pond and see what we find down there. There's a bunch of trees down there, but I'm not seeing them bringing them in here right yet. So I want to find out where their fresher stuff is, if there is a fresher spot, or if this is the fresher spot, and then we can make our game plan from there. All right, I'll put the drone back up and find out where exactly the third area is. If I want to walk in from this way, or if I want to go back down there and then walk up in. Let's see. So it looks like if we follow this right in, we're going to hit that third pond area and be able to see what's going on down there. Yeah, I got to show you this. This is pretty wild. This kind of makes me think we're not going to be getting much snow this year.
Fine.
Big old wasp nest built right on the ground.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe that was just from earlier.
No, it's newer. Something dug at it, took off some of it, but it's like built on one of these little, right there.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be right there.
It's built right on the little tree, right there. More beaver chewed down trees. Let's keep heading this way. Thinking right here is the backside of that pond. We gotta go up a little bit further. Must be the spillway coming out. Found my place at another dead end. There's just so much water and everything is so mucky. You can't walk through it all. So I gotta come up with a new game plan of how to get to this other pond to see what's going on. We tried coming from that way. I came from that way. We came from that way, and we just can't get there yet. All right, time for a new game plan. All All right, it is the next day. We walked around here quite a bit the other day, and we couldn't get to where we wanted to go. So we're back up here above, and we're gonna walk in this way and see what we can find. We're gonna bring some of our traps with us, our game camera, and get set up. So this is the area we found all the beaver chew stuff. It's raining right there, but not right here. I'm gonna say this stuff looks like it's probably cut down this summer. I mean, it's fresh, but it's not super fresh. And they didn't really take anything. So I wanna keep walking this way some and see what we can find, because I know the beaver dams, we came to the first two, and there is another one. So let's kind of go this way further and see what we can find. I'm seeing more beaver down trees over here, so let's keep walking this way and we'll see what we come into. All right, there's a whole bunch of down trees over here, and these ones look a lot fresher. We just spooked a deer, saw the flag of the whitetail. There's a whole pile of downed trees out here, and these ones are fresh. Let's keep walking. If they're fresh like this, there's got to be an area where they're going back and forth to the dam. All the wood chips out here are fresh. That tree looks super fresh. I'll have to put a game camera somewhere. Well, let's walk out this way and see what we find. There's a whole bunch of beaver chewed down trees there. Up here there's more, there's a little run. They're coming from up there, coming down. As their main trail is right here, going in. So that's where we're gonna go in and see what we can find. But they're definitely heavily used in this area. This is the main run, I would say. This one's worn down really good. Nice fresh mud. We got a big old beaver print there, and I am seeing, I want to say coyote tracks or like a bobcat. You can just, they're like worn down, but I can definitely see like a canine or a cat, but that is a huge beaver track right there. There's a bunch of tracks right here. I almost want to say they're bobcat because I don't see any claws from like a canine.
Look at all these trails. That's nuts.
There's a ton more tracks over here. I think we're having canine and bobcat because I'm seeing some tracks now that have nails, and dogs can't retract their nails like felines can. So I'm going to say that's probably coyote. They're definitely making a home out here. You got a run going that way, trails going that way. You got the water here. There's more over that way, runs that way. I want to see if I can find a little dammed up area to dig out and put a trap. And then maybe in this main trail, I'll put another trap and see what we can get. And I want to put the game camera out. So I'm going to get over here and look around some more, and then I'll figure out where I want to set up a trap. You got a small little dammed up area over here. I can see they go out that way and the water's running down. So there must be another little pond over this way. That's their house right there. I don't know if you can see it with the sun. They got more over there. They have another trail coming in this way. That's the area we were up in. So they have a bunch of skid trails coming down and in. So it makes me wonder how many beavers are over here, because there's a lot of different trails coming into this area. So I'm gonna say there's at least 3 is my guess, just with how many runs we're seeing. I don't know that, but let's walk around some more and see what we can find over there. We can dig out here, get a leak going, put a trap there, and then maybe one of that main trail. You got more dammed up over here, there, and back this way. You got quite the little setup out here. You can see another little mud house out there. This is all fairly fresh. All this down stuff is newer, and that dam has been built recently. All right, so I dug out the dam a little bit. I got running water. Beavers cannot stand the noise of running water. They have another pond down there. This is all flowing into. That's their beaver house. So they're gonna hear that. They're gonna come up here, investigate, and they're gonna wanna plug that. And when they plug that, they're gonna hit that trap, and it's like a big mouse trap. That is the plan. I just see something fuzzy over there, but it's not moving. I'll have to walk over and check it out. All right, we're gonna pull off the latches, and we're gonna take this off. Now it's set. So I got this set up. I wasn't able to come as far in as I wanted to because there's rocks in the ground, so I couldn't set my stand. So I got it where I could get it, and then I put sticks around the edges, so kind of like forces the beaver to go this way and not around my trap. We put our game camera right there on that hemlock facing the main trail, so we'll be able to see what's coming in and out. I've also been having a lot of other game on that trail, so it'll be interesting to see what we see. That ain't breaking.
Oh.
Yuck. That's what I didn't want to happen. Okay, now we're set, and I got a wet boot. I'm glad it's not that cold out. Well, that sucked. I got a cold, wet foot now.
Look at how wet your sock is.
Oh yeah, my sock is soaked, my pants are soaked. Good thing we got boot dryers. This was the boot that was leaking too.
How about the other boot?
The other boot's nice and dry. But the leak weren't that bad. I went up over. It gets deep right there by that run. I backed up. It's super slippery under there. I backed up and I just slipped down, and it gets a lot deeper, and my foot just went underwater. So yeah, glad it's not any colder out right now. All right, we're gonna leave it here. We'll see you guys in the morning. It is the next morning. We've got a little bit of snow and rain overnight. It's pretty sloppy and nasty out. We're gonna go out and check the beaver traps and see what we can find. I'm hoping we got at least one of the traps. Hoping if we don't get one, I'm hoping we at least set off a trap, maybe. I need to bring out my safety latch, and I'll also grab, I don't know if I got any rubber gloves in here. I have some, where is it? It's in here somewhere. Right here, I have some beaver lure with a rubber, wrapped in rubber gloves. So the caster stuff from another beaver. So if I put this out, the beaver will be like, what's another beaver doing in my area? I gotta go check it out.
So I'll bring this out with me just in case we don't have a beaver and we didn't set anything off, that hopefully this will lure him over. So let's do that. I think that's pretty much it. I got my pew with me. I'll have my safety latch, and I'll bring my little clamps to reset the traps if we need to. And I'm gonna leave my big gloves in here for sticking my arm in the water. If I need those, I'll have to come back. I just don't feel like lugging everything in right now if I'm not gonna need it. We got quite a bit of a hike, probably a quarter of a mile in. So it's not the easiest hike either, so it stinks to have to bring everything with me. I ordered a pack so I can pack everything in because I don't have one. We've always been on the luckier side when we've been trapping beavers. They've been fairly close to a trail and they're easy access, so we can just go back and forth easily. This one is not like that. So I have some stuff ordered. It's just not here yet. So let's go for our first hike and see what happens. We made it into the beaver area. Let's go check our traps and see if we have anything in them, and if we can see if anything has been around them. I'm not seeing any new fresh beaver tracks out this way yet. You can see the game camera in the first beaver trap. Water level has definitely gone up since we got the rain. I'm not seeing any fresh sign over here. My sticks are all still up, so we'll leave that one. Maybe I'll come back and put some beaver lure on that one. That one, nothing either. There's a bunch of debris in front of it. Nothing that the beaver would have put there, just stuff that kind of like floated down in. So I unplugged that. We're gonna put some caster lure on both these sets and see if we can get the beaver to come out and be like, hey, why is there a new beaver in town? And then we'll check them tomorrow. There's their den. I don't know how well you can see that. Got another good pile right there. I got this all dammed up all the way around. Up there's where I have the trap where I got the water running. They have like a run that goes from their house up there. And they've been working over here too. There's a bunch of down trees over there. All right, we made it back out. I put the caster scent out on the 2 traps. I dug out a few more spots in their dams, 4 of the spots, to see if we see any activity in any of the areas and figure out where we need to add more traps. I didn't see any fresh sign out there. I might have saw a beaver swimming through the trees. It was hard to see, but I'm not seeing any of the areas where we had worked or the trails we went in and out on yesterday, any fresh tracks. So I'm not sure if because the rain last night kept them in or they weren't going out looking to repair dams when it's raining. I'm not sure about that, but we'll be back out in the morning to see what we find. All right, it is the next day. It is cold and windy today, no rain. So let's head back out to the beaver dam, see what we're gonna find. I'm curious to see if I see any activity of any cleaning up of the dam areas I broke. If we got any beavers in the traps, we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna pick up a few tools, head out in the woods, and I'll meet you out at the dam. All right, I just made it in. I'm not seeing any fresh tracks on the main trail in like we saw the other day. Let's check our traps and see what's going on. First trap is right there. Not set off. Drop the water level down in there. We'll go check over there. I don't think it's been fixed because this water level is definitely lower than what it was yesterday. All right, I know the beavers are still out here because I can see a fresh run here and over here. I had broke the dam over here and over there, and they are plugged up already. So I'm gonna go ahead and break the dam back there again, and over there, and over here. We'll see how quick they plug this up. Then we gotta head back over that way. I have some more traps ordered, so I'm not gonna move any of my traps yet. I'll wait till we get some more, and then I'll put one over here and do that if we don't have any beavers in that trap over there. But I just hate to move the stuff because if they're in going back and forth, we can still get them. When I set out to get the beavers last year, they're in a different spot. We got them. It took a while to get them, but we finally did. So yeah, let me get this cleared out and we'll go check the other trap. Breached it here. It's going down and out. And I breached it up there. And I breached it here. I figure if they come back and fix that spot there again, that'll be a perfect spot to set one of the new traps. So let's head back up this way and check our other trap. Nothing over here. They haven't been over here yet to plug this up. This water level has dropped a ton. I put the caster on it, so they should have a new beaver scent smell if they want to come check out. So I'm gonna leave this one here
This has dropped a ton, and then opening up down there where they plugged off last night again. I think they're gonna want to come back up here at some point to fix this breach, 'cause that's gonna be low. That's my guess. So I'm gonna leave the one set up that I have set up. I have some new traps coming, more of them, so we can set up more, but nothing today. Skunked again. This beaver keeps alerting us, but we are seeing more signs, so I know he is active down here. We've seen that he's active over that area, but he's won so far. We're not quitting here because he's gonna flood out all this area if we don't get him. It's probably more than one. That we gotta figure out too. But this is where we're gonna end this video. We got more work to do here, guys. It's a never-ending battle. We'll get him. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. We'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.